and welcome to the show.
Indeed. Welcome.
I think the wife was making fun of my little ritual for getting the audio synced there.
I would never make fun of you. Ever. Unless it was funny.
So you're saying as long as I found it humorous, then you were making fun of me, otherwise...
No, as long as I found it humorous, I will make fun of you.
Oh, okay. So, right now you're going... Psycho Yoda, what are you doing? Those leaves are ugly. Well, guys, in the words of Doc M... And yeah, guys, I've been busy.
You watch entirely too much Doc M.
I do.
Can I tell them about our nightly ritual?
Hold on.
Okay.
In just a second. So, I didn't like the way that looked. Architecturally, it just didn't look right to me. And we'll take a up close look at it here in just a minute. But I basically redid the whole center section of that. I just didn't like the way it looked. Something about it just didn't look right to me. So I redid it, and I really like the way it's looking now. We'll go over and take a better look at it here in just a minute, but we want to finish up our gathering of leaves, and I will tell you what that's for in just a few. But let's go ahead and hear what Rain has to tell us here.
Oh, I was just going to tell how... See, so the thing is that I work really early in the morning, and even if I didn't work early in the morning, I just require a lot of sleep. I'm a sleepy person. I sleep a lot.
She would sleep 10 hours a day.
And I'm married an insomniac. So many nights I fall asleep listening to Doc M because Psycho likes to listen or watch Doc M before bed because he's got a nice soothing voice. At least I assume that's why you like to watch him particularly before bed.
I'm just trying to catch up, honestly.
So I fall asleep watching Doc M's, or listening to Doc M's Minecraft World Tour.
Wait,
while Psycho watches it.
This is what she listens to every night. Alright, guys. This is Doc M, 77, with another Minecraft video. You heard it. And today...
So, this is episode whatever, and then I'm usually out by then.
Well, you know, really it's just about getting caught up to where he's at now. I've gotten to the New World Tour. I'm on it, like, I want to say right around episode 20, and I believe there's like 45 episodes of the New World Tour. As I find people that I like to go back and get their history, you know. That's not to say I watch every single video they've done, but I like to get an idea of what they're about, and I want to say that Doc M has got to be one of the better people. And by that I mean he's just a good person. And you hear it often enough from the people that interact with him on a regular basis, but man, he's just a good person. So enough of
your Doc M worship
my
for the
man
night.
crush there. I'm going to go ahead and get done with this, and we'll get our inventory situated, and then we'll get back with you in just a minute.
The cough that just won't go away, man. Annoying. Maybe I have pneumonia too. But probably not.
Pneumonia as opposed to old
As
pneumonia?
opposed to old pneumonia, yeah.
Yes.
Is that contagious, pneumonia? I thought that was like something you get as a result of other things, isn't it?
I believe, yeah. Like bronchitis is contagious, but I don't think pneumonia is.
Oh. I was just curious because my friend at work has pneumonia.
Well, stop Frenching your friends at work and you wouldn't have that problem.
Well,
wait.
She wasn't such a good kisser.
Is she hot? You're crazy. That's all I got to say about that.
Like you didn't know that before.
Alright guys, we are over here. We've gotten our inventory situated, and the wife's going to cough a little bit.
I'm sorry.
So basically what I did was jutted this out and kind of make it a little bit more architecturally pleasing to the eye, give it some more
And
interest.
now mobs can't spawn on it.
This is true, but there is those ones up there, and I put half slabs on it where it goes back in. But I just like the idea of making this front window, if you look at it, it's basically now pushed out. It's the largest window on the entire thing. It kind of makes it look like a centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
So if this was a real building, you could imagine, you know, that'd be the prime real estate. I could see this building in real life having another common area or lobby, you know,
A restaurant or something.
3 stories tall window right there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be wicked cool.
Or at least like an atrium or something. Yeah, that's cool.
I did some lighting stuff on the inside here as well. And yes, I know you can see the pumpkins, but I don't want to put the glowstone in there. And I really like the shapes of it. We could add half slabs to those holes, but then it does darken it up quite a bit. As you can see. And you still see the pumpkins. So, I don't know. I like the shape. I like the shape a lot, but I don't know about the pumpkins. What do you think, Hun?
Pumpkins are kind of orange.
So would you rather see glowstone in there?
I think I would rather see glowstone. What I'd really rather see is redstone lamps in there, but I don't think we can make those.
No, not yet. So maybe we'll wait until we can, and we can add those. There should be the space next to them to add levers to turn them on full time. That'd be pretty cool. And then
I think
we went
this
ahead
is my
and,
favorite picture in the whole game, just so you know.
well, you know, with this being the law offices of Hiss and Boom, I figured that would be perfect, right?
Yeah, I just love that picture.
So this
it
is
reminds
like
me of,
this is
you
like
know
the origin of the law office of Hiss and Boom is old Grandpa Hiss Boom here, you know.
Yeah. Do you remember? I don't know. When we were kids, it seemed like there was this picture that people drew that looked like a guy with a big nose peeking over a wall, and it was just a bunch of ovals and stuff. I don't remember his name.
That was actually a comic strip.
Okay, well, this reminds me of that because he's like peeking over with his little hand over there.
All right. Makes sense. All right, so this is basically laid out. We got their mock elevator up here. I got 2 buttons. I'd like to replace these with wood buttons just so they stick out a little bit better, because you can tell that they're there when you're up close, but far away you can't tell what they are. So that's my elevator, mock-avator. And
mock-avator? I like it.
I coined the phrase. You can't use it. So then we did this stuff, and I worked on the inside. I got all the glass laid out. Let's go ahead and pop up here and take a look. So as I had said, it's kind of like a cascading effect that happens from the mob spawner here. And does it work? Well, I can tell you it works, yes, because I got blown up by a creeper once and near a second time. I got blown up once and almost a second time. I had to put torches in, so I know it works. And the idea is these half slabs make it so there's only ever 3 steps next to each other. That's the most. Well, a standard spider needs 4 steps next to each other to spawn. So no spiders will spawn in here. We got plenty of air blocks jetting out from each side. Yes, we're losing some on this direction, but as I said, I'm not looking for maximum efficiency. And then if you hop up here, you got the next layer. Same thing with a drop area for the mobs. And the next one is basically the same. The shapes change a little bit because of the outside dimensions are changing in and out. But that's the concept. Now, one thing I had thought of, and this is kind of up to you, sweetheart, it could possibly make a problem for us with Endermen. So,
I really don't have a problem with Endermen, honestly. I mean, if they get in here, we'll kill them.
Well, they can place blocks, which will mess up our water pathing.
Yeah.
So what we can do is basically like this, and then, oops, and then I can place that in the wrong spot. And then you place half slabs like so, and it greatly reduces. You do that for each section. So in between both, like this. See what I'm doing? And then slab, slab. And that's actually a 2.5 step. They can't spawn there. So it should be able to effectively rule them out of a large area. It's a lot of work, but I'm willing to do it.
I mean, we can if you want to. I just feel, I mean, if they spawn in here, they're not going to have blocks on them. They'd have to teleport.
If they spawn in here, they're not. No, but if they teleport into here,
yeah,
they could potentially lay a block down right there, and then the water comes down from up above, and it can't go that way. Less maintenance is good as far as.
Well, here's what I think. You're the one who's going to be doing the maintenance, so if you want to put half slabs in there, put half slabs in there. Here, would you like some half slabs? I have 3.
We can get that to that in a bit. But here's the other thing that I wanted to address. Okay, so the water is basically going to be up here. All along this edge here, we're going to have a set of pistons, and then up above these areas will be water, and we'll block them off from the top. There's half slabs, so it should reduce the lighting considerably between the water and the half slab. And then those will all be set up to redstone on a timer, and I'm thinking about using a minecart setup, where basically once the minecart completes the circuit, it will automatically flush, and the flush will last for so long, and it will flush down, drop them down this way, drop them down this way, and then all the way back down here into this area. And we're going to have water source here and here doing constant into this, and this will drop all the way down into the system that the double spawner's in. And the reason why there's steps on this side versus this side is not because I kept on falling down into the hole, although that was very convenient. Sure. It's because if you look at this, if the water comes down this way and another mob comes on this side, I'm already lower than that mob. So we don't have that bottleneck situation where the mobs are constantly hitting each other and having a hard time going down a single hole. We alleviate that right off the get-go. Now, more than likely, that whole collision thing that exists is going to be gone completely in this next update. But you know what? It's such a simple feature to add. Let's just do it, you know? So that's why I did that. Now, to the important stuff. This is what I'm thinking. As far as I can tell from comments from other people on the YouTubes, and from what little research I actually did, vines are not going to do it for me. And I don't want to lose the glass appeal or effect for the outside, so I was thinking of doing these blocks of leaves. And that's why I did this color, because it's the lighter of the colors. I don't know what it's going to look like from the outside, but I figure if there's any chance of it looking better... And you're wasting them already, huh?
Well, I didn't know if you wanted it to look good on the inside, honestly.
Oh, I don't care. Are you going to come in here and hang out? You want to come in here and
yes, I'm going to hang out with the creepers.
So that's my idea. Now, the other thought process is with that is this is going to reduce the light, yes. But do we go ahead and fill all of them? Do we make a pattern in it and deal with what light is left? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to get this whole top section completely filled out, and then we're going to come back to you. Keep on falling down the hole. Psycho done fall down the hole.
You should probably try not to do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Seems like that would hurt. Would you like to borrow my feather falling boots? Too bad, because you can't.
Hey, you know, I used up a silk touch taking all this glass out. First pick, I level 30, silk touch, efficiency 3.
You notice that enchanting only happened when I wasn't around, because the enchanting table would just like see second best.
No.
So if I'm not around, it'll be nice
What I'm
to you.
saying is your luck has run out.
Oh, no, no,
No,
no, no,
you're
no.
you're gonna
No.
lose it. It's done.
No, no,
Yes.
no. That's not gonna happen.
The reign of rain is over.
The enchanting table loves me, and it will never ever change. We have something special that you can't even begin to understand.
Okay, that just sounds wrong.
You so crazy.
All right, guys. You noticing anything with the windows?
But do you think
Yeah.
the cobble's a problem?
So the leaves didn't work. It actually made
all.
it brighter in the center, and I'm not exaggerating. It made it brighter in the center. I don't know how that works, but looking at it from the outside, I don't think it's going to make a difference as far as what block is on the inside. So guess what? Smooth stone. Just in case you can actually see the texture at some point. I don't want there to be a texture. So I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. And we'll redo this all.
I like redoing stuff.
Again. Because it's fun. Okay.
Super duper fun. Happy fun times.
For crying out loud, I made that run over to the other place to get more food, and I'm almost out of steak.
Oh, are we?
Well, I am. I think there's some more in here. I brought like a couple stacks over. So, it is the next morning, guys. As you can tell, I have morning voice. Hello, hello. And we did some more work on that. Finished some things up. I got a couple of holes and whatnot I got to fill with some smooth stone because I got a little overzealous with my pick. Wife's sitting here cutting down trees because obviously we don't need the leaves for those anymore. So she's just going to clean that area up.
Blocking my view, I see.
I'm going to go ahead and head over there and show them what we've been up to.
Okay.
So we talked about at one point, I believe it was on video, about putting half slabs up above some of the areas to reduce the chance of Endermen travel and possibly placing blocks in the area. Well, after thinking about it, that's also potentially making places where the mobs can get caught up. So I don't think we're going to do it that way. What we are going to do, however, is put in a couple of places where we can see what's going on. So basically, let me see where that's at. I'm gonna punch some holes in the walls here and make places for doors and ladders, and that's gonna be on this floor and the next. And then we'll just have these little platforms here where we can actually come in here and check things out, make sure everything's working right. But as you can see, we went ahead and did the smooth stone in the interior instead of the leaves, because as mentioned, the leaves did not reduce the light level. They actually increased it in the center. And I'm still
very lame. Yeah,
I'm still at a loss on that one. I just don't get it. Doesn't make sense. Oh man, this pick.
What'd you do?
This efficiency pick, man. It's been taking out smooth stone way too easily.
Oh yeah, it's all the pick. You had nothing to do with it. Whatever.
What are you trying to say? I didn't say
nothing. Nothing, dear. No.
So, I'm thinking we'll add a couple of redstone torches in this area. I grabbed some, just a few, just to see when we can come in here we can see stuff. Redstone torches, for those that don't know, but pretty much everybody knows. It's a low enough light level that it doesn't really affect spawning for mobs. So people tend to use it in areas that they're trying to get mobs to spawn but want to have some kind of visibility. Alright, so those are going to be where our doors are at to come in, and I'm going to use wood in here just simply because I don't want to have to worry about buttons for the metal. I know it's not going to look very good, but this is the back of the building where there's going to be all other kinds of things anyway when we add mob elevators and whatnot to the section.
You can elevate the mobs?
Yes, elevate them to
Okay.
a higher existence of being.
That seems like an excellent idea. You should probably do that.
Right? I mean, wouldn't that be any mob's dream?
Yes. Yes, it would.
Yeah. So, I'm going to go ahead and throw some ladders down and some doors, and then we're going to throw some redstone torches in here, and then wife and I will probably talk about how we want to set up the flushing system, and we'll get back with you in just a bit. Happy belated St. Patty's Day to those who
Hope you're all enjoying your
celebrate. Yeah. Curious to know if you guys did anything interesting or entertaining. Go ahead and let me know in the comments. We did our typical once a month D&D gaming session yesterday. So that's about as rowdy as we get, really.
We're so old.
And then to finish that off, we watched the last of the worst movie series ever created. And that would be...
Well, we had to finally see it all. I mean, you can't watch the start of it and then not finish.
Yeah, Twilight series. Finished it off. I know. I'm less of a man. It is what it is,
So,
folks.
the little girl, creepy. Very, very creepy. She's like all CGI. And when I look at the credits for the movie, because there was somebody that I was trying to figure out who the heck they were and why I knew them, they have like 18 different actresses listed for her. So it's like they didn't completely CGI her. They just morphed a whole bunch of different actresses' faces, it looks like.
That's
It
terrible.
was just weird. It was weird.
Yeah, that was definitely the creepiest part, or weirdest part of the whole thing, was that kid being morphed. It was like CG basically the whole show, and it just looked terrible. Honestly, the special effects in the thing was terrible. Period. I'm like, wow, they're making how much money off of this, and this is the best they can do.
And even with all that money for special effects, they still couldn't make Kristen Stewart a better actress. I don't know.
Now,
Okay.
there's one issue with this that we're going to run into, and it seems to still happen that when you log out, if you use repeaters as a lengthener, they can get stuck.
Oh. So we just need what? Redstone?
All right, so what we can do is double track
Longer?
it.
Okay.
So what we'll do is make a big track in here that's the timer for how long it takes to go around. And
Right.
then we'll put a little one in here, little track in here, that will be the on-off switch. And all we do to do that is add a flip-flop, T flip-flop on it. So one side it'll be hot, one side it'll be cold.
Okay.
And that's the basic concept of how we're going to have this set up. But I want to look at the water flow before we close this one out. I'm going to go ahead and pull this torch and jump down in here and see how
Ride the wave.
it's all working. Make sure everything is being selected. Why am I stuck? Oh, there's dirt pillars still there. I'm like, why am I stuck?
This is an awesome ride.
So it's not super quick. It's going to end up having some mobs not make it through the system as it goes down. But I think this will
They'll get grounded.
do the trick as to what we're trying to accomplish. And then
Well,
they'll all
it
be
didn't
collected
push
here
me
in the
into that
center.
one little hole.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to fix that, and I will show you how to do that. So, we don't have 2 water buckets on us at the moment, and it is dark outside, so you can venture outside, but more than likely that'll result in one of us getting blown up. But what I can tell you is, all we need to do is place a water bucket inside of that location there, and one over
inside
here
of that
in
one.
this location.
All right.
And then we're going to put a sign here and there so that they stop directly at the hole on both ends, the water
Okay.
does. And then when the flush happens, the flush will flush them all the way down into this alcove, and then it will turn off, and then those water sources will push them towards the center block.
Okay.
So that's how that
makes
works.
sense.
All right, guys. Well, here's a look at what's been going on. I hope you like my concept and understand. Again, I'm not going for maximum efficiency. It's more about how it looks on the outside. We're gonna go ahead and finish up the flushing system for the next episode and work on plumbing it into the new thing so we can try it out. And then we're gonna probably work on getting some new armor and talk about, I would say it's time to make the library now that we got the XP farm going. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so
because running all the way back to enchant stuff kind of sucks.
It does. It's a pain in the butt. So we'll work on that, get some concepts laid out, and we will see you guys in the next episode.
See you later.